guys? Welcome back to the Hektik Way podcast, episode 5. And man, we need to start picking it up, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing a podcast right now. The roomie's here.
Your boy Chulo, getting hella coolo. You already know the deal. Yeah.
Young Hondo.
Jer
Bear, Young Hondo. In the flesh.
3 hours late, and here we are. We said we were gonna do this at 7, right?
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's what, like 10?
Check my Jar Jar
almost
watch.
10:30.
Yep.
And Jar Jar watch.
A limited edition, 1999.
Ooh. How much is that?
Right now I'd say probably like fucking $20.
How much is that? How much you got it for?
No, I got it for free. My grandma got it for me, or she just collects things. That's
Nice.
probably where I get all that stuff from. Basically a hoarder, but
Yeah, I can tell, dude.
yeah, I just like cool shit. But I mean, that's how this whole house is basically decorated, to be honest.
I know it's all your hoardness. At least you realize it though.
Yeah, looks dope though. This is probably the most I've like the most people I've lived with is 2. It's either just been myself or one other person, and I mean, majority of the time, like the other roommate's not there. I'm usually by myself, but here, like, it's kind of different, bro. Like the fucking, just I would say like the energy and the like.
It's like a brotherhood, to be
Yeah.
honest, you know.
It is.
Like
bro.
we got a pretty good group of dudes just all trying to
elevate.
Yeah, it's just more because I feel the same way as you do, because when I moved out, I moved into an apartment with 2 other guys, but it wasn't like a bigger place. It was literally a smaller apartment, and we were mostly busy and out, so we'd like see each other every now and then, but not ever be on at that point really have a true ambition. It was just moved out, just like, this is cool.
Get trash.
Yeah,
like,
bro, it's
just not
crazy.
really
It's
have
crazy.
worries.
It's all the freedom just coming at you all at once is wild.
Yeah, I felt that when I first moved out too. Like, especially since I only had a place to myself, so I do whatever the hell I want, have whoever I want over. Like, it was insane.
Hey, you gotta abuse the power a little bit just to understand.
Yeah.
What it's capable of.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of like
learn how to guide yourself. Okay, that's a little too much. Okay,
Yeah.
this is not enough. And
You get to fill it out like a car, and push it all the way or let off when you need to.
a little test drive. You need to learn
Pedal
your
to the metal.
limits. Learning your limits is a good thing. I feel like a lot of people need to learn their limits, bro.
yeah.
I feel like I definitely have learned a lot of my limits. Like, shit, the other day we were freaking having a little roomie spar.
Yeah.
Man, oh my god. I got my clock clinked.
Oh my gosh.
And I wanted to keep going, but I could not. Like, I just could not. So don't ever over exceed your limits. Know what you can handle, and it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't call it giving up, but it was like accepting defeat.
Accepting defeat gracefully is a special kind of victory.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cause you want to live to fight another day.
For sure. You don't want to die in the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so what do y'all think about that? Like, it's a big controversy, or not a controversy, but a question amongst fighters or people who like watching fighting. Like, if you're in a UFC match, mixed martial arts, you're fighting somebody and they got you in a rear naked choke. Like, are you gonna tap out or are you gonna just pass out? Like, let them choke you out?
See, in a sense, in that situation, like, if I'm fighting professionally, bro, you have to kill me. Like, you have to literally, I have to get choked out. Like, I'm gonna fight until I can't fight anymore. Like, obviously.
So homie's passing out.
No, yeah, I'm passing out. I'm getting there until I'm either escaping, reversing that shit, putting them in a triangle and fucking armbar some shit, or I'm passing out. So.
Went down like a champ.
Damn, bro, you need to scoot over a little bit. Yeah, you need to lay down right there. You can't move.
You gotta be cozy.
Damn, your face cam hasn't been on you at all the entire time.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's all good.
It's tough. But yeah, the mixed martial arts, I would say just being familiar with
Like, being in uncomfortable situations, because I feel like a fight is really kind of not everyone's comfort zone until you get put into that realm, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it all has to do with I guess interest as well, because some people don't even care like a thing about fighting,
Yeah.
and it's fine. Like that's what's crazy too. It's like some people don't want to fight, don't care, like have never been in a fight and never will get in a fight just
Yeah.
because that's not the type of people they are. But
But sometimes a fight finds you, bro. Sometimes a fight, like stuff like that, like people.
but bro, think about it. You've kind of voluntarily exposed yourself to getting in a fight.
Yeah.
Because there's places that you can go where you're like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get in a fight.
Yeah, I
Like,
get
what
you.
are the chances? So if you're like truly actively not looking to get in a fight, I don't think you would, because you wouldn't put yourself there.
I mean,
But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it can always happen.
It's
though.
everywhere.
It
It's
does.
just unpredictable. It's the thing. Like, it's a situational thing at the end of the day, because, like, you never know. Like, if you fucking bump into someone and they just like had a shit day or some shit, and they're like,
Yeah.
But
"What the fuck?"
It just
And
depends really on what you are willing to fight for.
Yeah,
to be
that's a
honest,
big thing,
because
bro.
if they're trying to fight you and you're not interested in fighting, you're probably not gonna fight them.
Yeah.
But if it's actually over something that you care about or value, then you're probably gonna fight them.
yeah, no, that's true. That's true, and that's another thing too, bro. Is some people don't realize like what it actually. I mean, everybody has a different opinion, of course, but what actually is worth fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
Like like physically get in a fight, bro, and try to like knock somebody out or whatever. But people do it over the dumbest thing.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Like
Just
a
to do
girl.
it.
Like a
Yeah.
girl. To fight over a girl, bro. My mom told me never to fight over a
Exactly,
girl.
bro.
Yeah,
like,
it's definitely
what
not
are
worth
you
it.
accomplishing?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be like, oh my gosh, like you're the one. Like I don't think
Yeah,
the situation's
bro,
gonna
no
change that
way.
much. Like you just
No
knocked bro
shot.
out.
No shot.
She's
It's
still
kind
on
of
the fence.
embarrassing in a sense, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then I mean, then you get like domestic abuse charges. Like if you really do, you get in a fight and you beat somebody up like bad, bro. They're gonna press charges on you.
Yeah,
sure.
aggravated assault and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like just kind of stay away from it. But if you need to, then like you will.
See,
But
and that's
don't
the
go
reason-
out
it means to
looking
protect
for it, bro.
yourself.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
reason why I feel we do it is the sense of being able to handle your own and protect yourself in situations like, if we do go to the bar and someone fucking acts out and shit, like you're able to handle yourself in a situation like that. I feel like
That's definitely what it all comes down to, is just being able to handle yourself and the business going on around you. If something is interfering with you, you just have to make sure it just doesn't escalate. So sometimes you got to step in and just take care of business.
gotta know them boundaries, boy.
Yeah, definitely got to know the boundaries, because not everything's worth fighting for, like we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, very little.
You know what is worth
To
fighting
be
for though?
honest.
What's worth fighting for?
I'd say like your health and like
Just
Peace-
well-being.
yeah,
to be
peace
honest.
of mind.
Yeah. Health. How would you say? In what ways would you say fighting
Well,
for your
in a
health?
sense, bro, like it's a mental battle, because most people want to be eating better and they want to not eat fast food or like processed foods and stuff, but in a sense, that's all they know. So it's like, where do I start? What food should I eat? There's so
Yeah.
many questions.
Do you
And
really think
you
they
know-
want to though?
Huh?
Do they really want to though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you, it's like you got to fight for that in a sense, bro. Because if you don't really want it, then it's not worth fighting for. But if you do,
Okay,
then
yeah.
fuck, you got to fight your mind.
But you don't know it. That's the main part. It's like the main things that you hear. I mean, ever since you're a kid, it's like exercise, eat food, like eat fruits and vegetables, right? Like, what other type of education would you say you received, like from somebody trying to tell you how you should eat when you were a kid? Like, did
Yeah,
you
I
eat
just
cafeteria
kinda,
food?
That's why I
Like,
was really picky, bro, because my mom was picky. So like I kind of like grew into her appetite, and then once I kind of like, I don't know, I guess grew up and kind of started like being able to like decipher what I'd like to eat, because I'm a very like visual eater, and like now I can literally eat by now anything, like try it out, whatever. If I don't like it, I don't like it, but I'm not gonna like spit it out or nothing. But like, I don't know.
spit that jerky out.
Hey, that's
Oh!
crazy, bro. That's a wicked jerky. If you ever come into our household and you get asked for some jerky, Don't accept that. No, it's really good. It's really
Yeah,
good.
anybody that steps foot in the house has to try the, what is it, habanero?
It's not habanero,
The
bro.
The young
pepper?
Hondo
They call it
habanero.
Young Hondo jalapeno.
little boy,
Little boy.
Batman and little boy. Is that what it's called? The two
Something.
bombs, the two nuclear bombs.
Yeah, we captured two. We got two.
Two victims of the jerky.
Hey, no. We're all victims.
We're all victims.
Well, yeah,
all
that's
victims.
true.
There's not
We're
just
all
two people.
victims.
We got two people on camera.
Yeah.
But other than that, we've all tried it, and I was the first one, to be honest with you. I'm the one who introduced the jerky.
Yeah.
Shout out, my boss is the one who makes it. But I ate like the tiniest piece. Like, I don't even know, like a bean of jerky. And I couldn't, like, I was salivating everywhere.
Yeah, my ass ate
was
like
so
two of them. I like ate one whole, like just.
Bro,
fucking,
straight up did not even know. He had no clue that it was hot. We just
And then
offered
I
him
like
jerky.
left, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck was in that jerky?" I had to come back because like I was drooling, like I was like my sinuses were freaking going. I had a booger like going
Bro's
down to
lips
my
were
lip.
chapped. This shit was on
No,
fire.
it was intense.
We were talking about how you were kind of fighting for health and
Yeah,
fighting for.
I feel like you
ways-
know quite a bit about stuff like that.
Yeah,
though.
and it's perfect because Jerry actually specializes in the field of such.
Yeah, I just happened to fall in love with food, you know. It's kind of weird. The main thing, like, I've just learned is a lot of, like mostly freshman college students that move into, like, a whole new environment.
The freshman 15.
Bro, yeah, think
plays
about
into
that.
that.
Think about that term, bro. But the thing is, it's like, it kind of sucks because if you're not somebody, like, you're in high school, like me,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go straight to college and move out right after high school. I lived with my parents for a little bit. And in high school, I was just eating just whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care. Like, it's
Like
cool.
mine.
That's the environment that's kind of pushed, though. To be honest,
Yeah,
You're
well- Well, your diet's controlled in school through your cafeteria when you're a kid, and like you get 2 meals there, and then whatever your parents give you. And then in high school, we finally got the freedom to, other than like in our sophomore year to be specific, we got the freedom to go home or go out and eat, bro. And all I was eating in my whole bank account statement of me in high school was like Dairy Queen, Taco Bell, Burger King. I never went to McDonald's. I was never a huge McDonald's fan. I'm not even gonna lie.
and not
bro.
till after high school. Not till after high school.
No, hell no.
Hell no.
It's been a while.
Used to be getting those
The only
strawberry
thing I get
banana
from
shakes.
McDonald's is a cookie toe and a dang McFlurry. McFlurry.
Hey, when I was in LA, I had to get some cookies, bro.
Yeah.
Cookies and
That cookie toe go crazy. Dog
But-
worm. Ooh.
What's it called? So like, bro, that's just what my diet looked
Just a
like
bunch of
for
fast
lunch.
food?
For lunch, for sure, because I had the freedom just to go do whatever I wanted, and I didn't know, so I was like, yeah, cool, this tastes good, and you know, sports kind of kept me in shape. And you're young, you have a really much faster metabolism. Like your metabolism does decrease as you age. It's just part of the whole aging process. Like all your
Mhm.
organs and brain, heart, literally everything is just gonna eventually stop being as functional as it was.
Unless you take care of it, right?
Well, no. Well, yes, but you can slow it down by
Yeah.
taking care of it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Just
You can't
maintain it
prevent
in
it.
a sense. Because, like,
Can't
I've heard,
prevent
like,
it.
people, like, they call, like, reverse aging or whatever.
Adrenochrome.
Huh?
Adrenochrome.
Okay, yeah, he's on some other shit.
Bro's an alien. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, I get
Illuminati
what you're
comes
saying,
first.
but it's essentially just slowing it down, bro. Because just think about it, time just goes through.
You know, yeah, and I agree.
You just
I mean, I'm
age. You
not
get older.
disagreeing.
You get older. You can't go back in time.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
You
But
can slow the process down by
sure.
looking
like
after
we saw
yourself.
that Netflix documentary, The Blue Zones, bro.
It's about the
People living
the
over
highest
the age of like 100.
highest average aged nations around the world.
Yeah, it was like 5
Okinawa,
places.
Japan, I think had #1, and
Um,
they had some interesting
Basically, what it was saying,
Lifestyle
bro. There's like key points
choices.
that you need in life in order to live a longevity. Like you need community, you need well diet and exercise. What else did they say?
A lot of them were talking about not ever
about-
expressing angry emotions.
That's one of them.
They
Yeah,
were-
like the mentality, like being in a
Yeah.
like
Angry state.
being optimistic, literally, bro. Like optimism just by itself can just change your life. Like, why do some people look at all the bad things in life?
Sure.
Like, I understand like doing that because
Mhm.
I've done it before, but just throughout just learning and growing up, bro, I'm like, why would I want to think about the worst thing that could happen?
Mhm.
Like,
So the
what's the
reason why
point
I
in
would
doing
do that,
that?
the reason why I would think about the worst case scenario is because I'll prepare myself for that. So
No, but that's the thing, bro. You shouldn't have to
yeah,
prepare
and I
yourself.
know like I've grown into not doing that. I've been a lot more optimistic, but like it's almost in a sense of like being overly prepared. That was my thing. Like I want to be prepared for everything, for any situation. That way, like it doesn't hurt as much or whatever. But I learned over time that doing that only kind of like prolongs the growth, the prolongs the lesson, prolongs what like the bigger picture is. So yeah, I agree. Optimism is very much a life changing habit to
Bro,
have.
they say
That's
mind
true.
over matter. Your attitude is everything. Those are some
Seeing a
pretty
lot of stuff
factual.
like
Yeah,
that
bro,
was
that's what's
corny.
crazy.
Bro, I remember being told that when I played Little League T-ball.
Yes, bro.
Your
Literally.
attitude is your situation. Like, I don't remember the exact phrase, but yeah,
It's
your attitude
insane
controls.
to think about that. Like how majority of that, like those sayings we used to think were like corny as hell when we were younger, but like,
They translate
yep,
into real life.
yep,
But it's just a point of like realizing it too, though.
yeah,
Because
completely
like
right.
it's like, oh, that is true. Like, but it just depends to what extent you take it. Because like when you're young and they tell you, you just don't know.
Yeah, it
You
kind of
just
like
you just kind of hear it. But now you experience it. It's like, oh, okay,
now you can
it's
implement it
weird.
into your day to day and whatnot. Like making small changes, basically. Like
I mean, small changes lead up to huge outcomes. Huge. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah,
I mean, it's just things compound over time with consistency. To be honest, the motivation I think is driven by action. Your actions doing something, you don't get motivated to do something, which
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in some cases, but to be honest, it kind of works more efficiently when you do an action, like you straight up do something, and then you start getting inspired and you start getting more deeper into it.
Yeah.
And
Just seeing yourself grow over time
Yeah.
by starting something new or something that you want to do. Like that's kind of how it went. Just kind of where I was going is like not knowing anything
Mhm.
about eating when you're in high school because nobody tells you in the first place, unless your parents. Like your parents have
Yeah.
a very big influence on that,
sure.
and a lot of older adults don't know anything about nutrition, which is it's fine, but it's
It's
just the
not
way
fine,
things.
though.
Well, it's the
It's
way
not
things.
fine. It's been a
It's
shouldn't be
generational.
okay.
but
It's
it's
been
the thing. It's just the way things have been. That's why I say it's
Yeah.
fine because it's like not necessarily their fault. At
you
the
can't do
same
anything
time.
about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
About what happened.
Yeah, about what they know or
Yeah.
don't know already. So it's like you're just feeding the beast the whole time, and once I just like realized that I could change, like the main thing that drove me was like the fact that I could be better. Like that's what was so weird. It's like I can look better than what I look, and I can feel better than what I look if I do this. So I did it, and the good thing about starting young is like, and this is more talking about just eating better and weightlifting, if you can catch on like on that part. But it's you get results pretty fast, like if you're pretty consistent with it. But it just depends where you start. But that's the main thing is like starting. Why are you starting? Like, are you starting for the right reasons? Like, once you start, then that's when you start learning how you really feel about what you're doing. So
Because experience is the best teacher.
exactly.
100%.
So once I got myself into like learning about all these things about how to hydrate myself, about the optimal times of like eating before a workout or just like little things like that, and seeing that progress just like kind of drove me deeper into the whole subject of like being optimal, like trying to do everything as effective as possible.
Yeah, just bro, that's a really good goal to have is just to be as efficient as possible in every single task, not
Because you
wasting
always
time.
can be, bro. There's always room for improvement. Like put that in your life. Like there's always room to be better. Well, why wouldn't there be any room to be better than
Yeah.
than what you did.
Because you said what was the conclusion that you found about these freshmen that were coming into tech or to
Oh yeah, we're on the eating disorder thing. Like I imagine that being me, like eating like trash in high school, and then just like moving. Like a lot of these freshmen are like, bro, people that go to tech are from everywhere, like all over the country, like all over Texas, like everywhere. So you just move, and you don't know anything about how to cook or how to feed yourself, bro.
and nor do you
You,
have the utilities
yes,
to
exactly. You live in a dorm, bro.
yeah.
Like if you don't have a plan, a dining plan, still you're not learning and you don't know how to feed yourself. And you're in a completely different environment than you were at when you were at home.
Yeah.
So a lot of those people, bro, they fall into a hole for sure because it's just like
Kind of set up to
being
build
set
bad
up.
habits.
Yeah,
You
it
can. There's no
sucks.
way you can actually thrive in a dorm. To be honest, you don't have really much. I mean, I'd take that back. You can thrive in a dorm, but in that way specifically, it does. It's
Yeah, no, no,
limited.
no,
It's
no, no,
very
no, no.
limited.
Yeah, it is definitely not favorable.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Like the
Yeah.
human fucking.
So you were talking about how when you were in high school, you initially had a pretty fast food oriented diet. Yeah. When was it that you actually started becoming aware of what you were taking in your body and
And
actually conscious and
like, on
making
your
decisions on what you're going to eat?
Bro, to be completely honest, it really has just to do with all my academic route that I took. Like when I went to SPC, I took a nutrition class, bro. Is I think intro to nutrition, and I was like, what, bro? What? No way! Like I was,
like mind
What
blowing.
was
bro, it was crazy.
yeah.
It was wild to me. I was like, bro, this is what food is. Like all this is what makes up food, and this is why it is what it is. So that just opened the door for me, really, because like obviously I take it way more seriously than I did back then, and that's really kind of because I really fell in love with it because I really do love talking about this and doing it myself because I see what it can do.
You find the value in it.
Exactly,
basically.
bro. Like I
And
found
not
so
only
much
just for yourself,
value.
but for everybody, bro.
Yeah.
It is such a
Beneficial.
really just like an underdog topic. It's so there's so much gold bills like buried in it that a lot of people don't even have any clue about.
Yeah, man, it's pretty wild. But like I think about that as well, and the only thing I can really stem it back to is like just the school system, which is
Yeah.
sad. Which is sad because you teach kids what they need to know when they're young, bro.
Yeah, and then I mean, majority of those kids, bro. There's some of the kids that's the only meal they're getting.
It
That's
is.
big, bro. If they're just seeing a damn like frozen pizza or some chicken nuggets or some shit, like it's really kind of teaching your brain, like, yeah, this is as good as it gets in a sense.
This is
Like,
good food. It tastes good, so
Yeah.
it should be good for me. And that
it usually doesn't taste good.
Like going to back what you said, like when it was when I learned about all this like the food and how it could do things for you, like literally, and like cooking, and it tastes good, right? Like duh,
Mhm.
like I want to eat more food. I want to cook. I want to learn how to cook. It's cool.
And then you see it for yourself, like
Yeah,
you
bro.
see
You
the
see,
process
you
of it.
see the process, the growth, bro. That's what I fell in love with was the growth of seeing myself develop from like not knowing how to cook a chicken breast.
This compound that we're in has really kind of helped.
revolutionary, honestly.
Yeah. Back to the whole thing, like learning how to cook. I mean, I knew how to cook, but I wasn't cooking as much as I wanted to because I felt like I didn't have time, or I was just kind of like being lackadaisical with it in a sense where, oh, I could just buy Chipotle instead of just buying the whole thing. Costs about the same, not cheaper.
Probably a little bit cheaper. Maybe the same with
Just the
groceries
quantity
nowadays.
that you get. I mean, the quantity that you get and stuff.
For sure.
So
Well, that's the main thing, bro. Is like at the end of the day, if I were to give advice to somebody, just like to make it as broad or no as vague as possible, I'd be like, learn how to cook, and you'll learn how to be a little healthier and make better choices,
maintain yourself.
bro. Because you won't be exposing yourself to all like the fast food and
Yeah.
all that bad, not bad, but
Processed.
like like food that isn't the best.
That lifestyle.
Yeah.
To be honest, because your diet is a pretty. It's basically your lifestyle. That kind of centers around it. Cooking and having a better, cleaner diet. You know,
Bro, Cade was talking about this someone's story the other day. What was it?
Oh,
like?
Oh,
God,
no.
Oh,
No!
a post on Instagram,
No!
and
Viewer discretion is advised.
yeah. So she had Red Bull. She got the Twisted Tea. She got the Sour Extreme Warheads.
She got the damn flamas.
Yeah, the taquito or the not taquitos, the Takis.
Oh, the Takis.
The Takis.
But wasn't there like fireball shot?
And some Fireball. Just basically a huge
medley
care package.
Care package.
A care package from her friends. If your friends are giving you food like that, they're not your friends.
No, bro.
Ain't no way.
Bro,
I'll give you
my
an apple.
gosh.
How about
No,
that?
for real. An
Straight
apple
up.
a day keeps the doctor away.
Straight up. Or a banana or some raspberries or something. Kiwi.
What's y'all's favorite fruit? Come on, let's go.
Juice? Or were you talking about eating the juice?
He gets a juicer, doesn't know how to act.
Not even. You don't even know how to wash that.
Hey.
No, literally.
What do you mean?
What?
That's DeAndre.
Doesn't wash
DeAndre's
it.
the only one that don't watch the
That's
juicer.
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, bro, because, I'm the oldest in the house. So I don't have to wash
What
the
the
dishes.
fuck? The oldest.
Clearly you think that.
Yeah.
But thankfully there's people that are responsible and clean the house.
Right.
That's the one that literally mopped and swept and... Have you mopped and swept? Yeah, I don't think so.
This
Thank you,
guy.
buddy. Thank
Definitely
you.
not.
We all have our chores.
How many times have you? how many
Jerry
times-
throws out the trash but doesn't put the damn trash bag back.
That's y'all job, bro.
That's what I'm saying. See, like, me and Kate will be like, oh,
It's
shit.
a team effort, bro. Come on.
I know,
Don't
that's
just,
what I'm
like,
trying to say.
Yeah, how come y'all
I
don't-
can't-
hey.
well,
Wax on, wax off, dude.
I love this place because it's taught me a lot about accountability. I leave a fork out, bro. I cannot leave a fork out.
But okay, not just a fork, but a fork on a straw wrapper on a
Dirty ass. Fork,
dirty as
bro.
fuck too.
What? Why?
Shit covered in marinara sauce.
Oh my god, bro. Like,
And you already know who did it.
yep. Hey, sometimes, at least I don't put trash in the dang, what is it? The garbage disposer.
The
garbage
disposer.
The garbage disposer.
But no, yeah, because Jerry freaking put a whole carton of, was it like ice cream? And it was like,
What?
Oh no, it was a lid. A
It
lid.
was the
of
whole
ice
thing, bro. It was the
Was it
whole
the whole
thing,
thing?
yes.
Bro.
I was like,
Yo,
yo,
why?
this guy is geeked out
Some
right
slobs.
Nah,
Some slobs.
that's a lie.
now. So, I don't know. I'd say, really, find your tribe. Find good people that keep you accountable.
Yeah, that are on your ass, to be honest.
Yeah,
but in the
bro.
best ways, because I would say most of the time when we're on each other's ass, it's never in a negative fashion. It's most of the time for the greater good.
It's like the hard truth.
Well, yeah, bro. 'cause
That shit hurts sometimes. You
Yeah,
just gotta
if it's-
eat it up.
if it's true, bro, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna be that guy that's gonna fight about like trying to justify what you did wrong?
Yeah.
Playing that
No.
victim, the
Yeah,
victim
bro,
mentality.
like, no,
Yeah.
you just gotta up to that shit and
Yeah.
follow it, bro.
Because to be honest, nobody really gives a fuck.
Yep. Nobody.
Really?
Your
You
friends don't give a fuck. Your favorite artists don't give a fuck. Donald Trump don't give a fuck.
Donald Trump,
Shit, man.
Biden,
Your friends don't give a motherfucking
Joe
fuck.
Biden's an alien.
I think
He's a lizard, bro. He's not a alien. He's a lizard.
that's a whole loophole, bro.
That's a whole conspiracy theory. Would you call it? See, when does a conspiracy theory become true? Like, when does that not?
when the
When it
theory's
is true.
proven.
Okay,
Yeah.
so how many of those do you think we've had proven over the last decade?
The Illuminati
What about the
being a thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's confirmed, bro, that
Illuminati confirmed.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, all these celebrities be making signs
Yeah,
and like they're advertising, bro, like straight demons and like
yeah. I feel like
what?
nowadays
Media is so corrupted
Yeah.
and with entertainment.
they're pushing a narrative that is very much dark and twisted and ungodlike, I'd say. Like, and I'm not a very religious person, but I would consider myself like a child of God or like a light in this dark world, because like whether me going to church and doing all that stuff, like I do, not to toot my own horn or anything, but like I just do stuff out of just like the kindness of my heart, like in the sense where we need more people that are actively wanting to be
Seeking
doing good.
positivity.
Yeah.
Seeking positivity.
It's hard, bro.
It is hard.
With all the media that's being pushed, like, you know, the narratives that are
Bro,
being...
yeah. And it's why it's so important, not only with just your diet, but in your lifestyle. What your media, what you consume consumes you. I would definitely say that ever since I started eating more whole foods, more vegetables, more fruits, more meats, more raw-based
food that's
products,
from the ground,
just
like fruits that's more natural.
of course,
based.
everybody has their preferences, but just what I'm saying is this food produced by the earth. I would say that I have 100% felt my energy, my frequency, my vibration all raised more in a positive sense. I think that the food I've been consuming has been consuming me in a good way. And I think that media is very important. The entertainment, regardless of video games you're playing, videos you're watching, books you're reading, picture liking, anything, bro. That shit's so important.
It's crazy how everything ties into having a good experience. Because at the end of the day, that's what we're kind of shooting for, right? Like,
as individuals,
it's just as peaceful, as relaxing, as...
Nah, I don't know about relaxing. Relaxing is kind of...
in a sense of, like, no stress. Obviously,
hey, don't say no stress, because I think relaxing and no stress are two different things. Relaxing is in a period
There's always stress.
Yeah. Relaxing is to wear your guards down. You know, you're relaxing. When you think about relaxing, you're not doing a damn thing.
I wouldn't say that. I could actively be doing something and feel completely relaxed and feel completely, like, at peace with everything, whether the world's going to shit or whatnot. Like, I still find peace in the chaotic, like, atmosphere that we're in, because it's all about perception, bro.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that.
So
attitude really is everything. Just think about what that conversation was. It was talking about your perception of how you are moving in a positive frequency. It's a state of mind. You have to really have to just do some self-searching, to be honest, to ever get to that point. Like, you gotta know what you stand for.
Yeah.
What you do not stand for.
What you trying to promote.
What you're trying to promote, how you want to be perceived. And not necessarily to the point where you're even worried about what other people think, but like more of yourself, what kind of person you want to be.
So life. trying to find out what life is about.
But you don't want to ever actively seek that, though. I think that the whole goal, like, you're gonna keep doing that till the day you die. Like,
I feel like the whole goal is the experience.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think that's a part of the experience.
This was what, finding out, or
like learning life, figuring out who you are, and everything, and
absolutely. Yeah, that's what's weird. It's like it's already happening.
Yep.
You just kind of gotta realize that you gotta be like. You gotta know who you are.
Gotta be in the present moment, bro.
You gotta find out what you really do, and analyze why you do it, and then you'll be like, I can really stand behind this. Like, I like what I do, so just run with it. And if you like it, then you know what you do.
And I feel like it has to be to the good of all, or like to the good of all and the harm to none type shit. Like, that's where you get your best results. Is if you're doing stuff for the good of all and harm to none. Like, if you're not wishing evil on nobody, if you're not like moving like envious or none like that, and you're moving like how you should move, you know, you're not giving too much, you're not giving too little, you're just like giving just enough, everything lines up for you way quicker. Like, shit starts happening a lot more like efficient. Like, I don't know. I just feel like life just moves way faster when you know what you want.
Yeah. I think that can be true in some cases.
Yeah. I can see where, like, sometimes I catch myself really kind of like forgetting how time really works.
That's a euphoric state of mind, to be honest. When you forget about time is really
tricky little.
It's a way to gauge things, bro. It's a way to fucking plan shit out. We know there's day and we know there's night, but as far as life goes, bro, it just keeps going. Yeah. Like, it's not gonna stop. So just time by itself, rather than focusing on it, it's like Just let it happen and plan accordingly.
Mhm.
You have to plan for the future, of course. Always make sure you're in a good position in case, like you said, it's kind of just thinking about the negative. It's not always bad to think about the negative. It's good to prepare. It's good to
Yeah.
prepare for negative things to happen and then be good because then something is maybe not that catastrophic as you
Mhm.
thought, and you're already prepared because you thought the world was about to end.
Exactly. So just learn how to navigate and maneuver a little
Yeah.
bit better. So
It's important to know what problems you want to deal with.
that's a big thing too. Like, and that are actual problems that you can control and things that are out of your control. Like, ever since I kind of started focusing on the things that I can control, life has been like so much more authentic, I'd say, in a sense. Because when you're worrying about things you can't control, I feel like that's when you get like the superficial bullshit.
That's when you start feeling the anxiety.
Yes.
And the exact reason for that is because you're putting your values in other people's hands. Because the problems are inevitable. There's going to be plenty of problems. That's what life's about. Life's
Yeah.
about solving problems, and you get happy when you solve problems. And I think that we should welcome them
Yes.
with open arms, but also
Don't cause
be
them.
very
Yeah,
that
don't
again?
come with
Don't
problems.
cause them.
Don't cause them. Yeah, you don't. You of course you don't want to. You don't want to actively seek issues.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Being
But welcome
problematic,
them.
bro, that shit ain't it. Being
Definitely.
problematic ain't it.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like have an open mind to it. It's like,
Yeah.
what can I really do about this?
Sure.
Going back to the things that you can and can't control.
Yeah.
Like something happens, bro. Like my whip the other day. Like I feel like that's a perfect example. Like I had to go to class, and one of my terminals was loose, so my battery was dead. And
Mhm.
like I'm very good at planning like my times and when I need to
Your
leave.
time management is really good.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I was just getting ready to just go dip, but my whip
Said
was
nope.
dead. It was dead. I mean, bro, some people would probably freak out and like
Call their
be
moms.
super mad and
Yeah.
like
Start hitting their shit.
yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, like why me? All this stuff. But I was like, well, I can't do shit about it anymore. Let me try to either ask homeboy for a ride, and then we jumped it, and then it worked. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I made it to my second class. Like all that shit already happened. Why? Like, there's no reason to worry about it, bro.
Yeah, when it's like when you shift your mindset to why is it happening to me to why is it like it's happening for me in a sense.
There's like, yeah, how do you react, bro? That's another thing, bro. It's like one of the most valuable things that I got for sure. Like out of like high school football, like coaches, like I
Mhm.
remember a meeting. It was like, don't react, respond. Don't react, bro, to whatever happens to you. Especially, we're always quick to react to
Yeah.
like what somebody says about you, about what somebody does to you, like when you're driving or someone messes up your order
Yeah.
at a restaurant, bro. Just like the little things. Don't react. Like acknowledge it, and then see how you really feel about it,
Uh-huh.
and then express yourself. But don't just like
What the
go.
fuck?
Like immediately, because an action is like quick.
Yeah, you don't think, bro. You're not thinking. So don't react. Like that's why people get flags in football games and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's how Colorado State lost their damn game against Colorado, bro. Like we watched it unfold. Like, bro, these dudes at the end are just acting
Literally
like fools
right at
for
the
no
end.
reason, bro.
Dumb.
Personal fouls and you lose the game.
Yep.
Why? 'Cause you want to react, bro. Like, just let it be. Think about it and act accordingly.
You can't make me, so you cannot break me.
No, you can't break me because you did not make me.
Okay, there it is. Switched it over. Just fucking
Come on,
switched it over.
cuz.
But
I like that topic you had about the environment thing, though. It's like you heard it when you were a kid as well. Like if your mom told you, well, not in the same sense, but kind of like you've heard it before. It's like if if there's four people doing this, you're gonna be the fifth. Like
yeah.
whatever's going on around you is who you are.
I always feel like I have to put myself in an uncomfortable situation or do something I'm not familiar with in order to kind of see where I am. That's where like I kind of like keep tabs on myself.
Bro, we all have like we all have our setups. Like
Yeah.
when
Constant
Kate and I
powerhouse.
when Kate and I were living together, he was somewhere else. He didn't have a laptop or
Yeah.
a camera. I didn't have a monitor. I had a laptop for school, but I didn't shoot
Being
anything.
motivated, bro. Just having the just literally being motivated. I feel like most people aren't motivated because they see that shit happening on the daily, bro. So that's like, oh,
That's
well,
all that's pumped into their
that's
mind,
what I'm saying.
bro.
So it's like it feels like they can't do it, or it's not like achievable in a sense, but it's really as simple as starting.
Yes, and that's one thing. Let's make that very clear. Is that's one thing that's pushed is all these lavish lifestyles of influencers doing this and that and whatever, but you don't see the behind the scenes. You don't see what's actually going on behind it to get them there for one. So you're just getting fed all this superficial, very shelled, I would say. You know, you're just seeing the result. You're not seeing
Because
process.
overnight success.
That's
Basically,
almost not real, bro.
Like y'all did not see us set up this podcast. This podcast we're setting this up for like 2.5
3
hours.
hours later.
3 hours. 3 hours.
Yeah, I woke up from my nap and they were, and then they had to finish cooking their dinner and whatnot, and then the setup took about. What y'all eat today? What y'all cook today? What y'all have for dinner?
I'll go first. I had a little chicken breast with a bag of roasted vegetables like sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts. What else was in there, bro?
Broccoli.
Cauliflower. Yeah. And then some coconut ginger rice.
How was that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
It was fire, bro. It was It was.
That's because he was like saying that it smelled weird.
Bro,
and
this
whatnot.
smells weird,
Bro,
dude.
come on, coconut ginger. Who's gonna?
Interesting
most
combo.
It kind of
people
sounds
not be
appealing, not
trying
gonna
that.
lie. It's like I used to not even know what really ginger was until I worked in that Japanese restaurant, bro. Like now I'm in love with it.
It's great. It's
Yeah.
great for you.
And it's really good for you, yeah.
Dude, the shots we've been making.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
Community
them bad boys
shots.
is spicy. The ginger's
going
got a
crazy.
kick to it.
Why don't you break down the little recipe, the little
All
spiel?
right, so we can talk about the recipe, but
Hey, he's
I
gonna have a
definitely-
video out.
Yeah,
He's been talking about making his immunity shot tutorial. So
Yeah, so straight up has a whole. I guess what would it be? A clove of ginger or like a
just a root, like a
Oh,
like a
ginger
little
root.
like a
Ginger.
arm or
Yeah.
leg, whatever
branch.
branch.
It's a
Whatever.
root.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a ginger root, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ginger root. So we have ginger in it, beets. There's lemon, turmeric, cayenne pepper, black pepper.
So what do those things do for you, bro?
So I know that having the beets in there, beets help a lot with blood flow, and honestly, I just felt good after having it. I'm not sure what the specific are.
I know
Specific
ginger does a lot for your digestion and
digestion. Yeah, it helped. Ginger helps with gut health,
that's yeah.
and shoot, the turmeric
They're anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
anti-inflammatory.
From the
yeah.
curcumin and the turmeric, that's like the active ingredient in it.
I take one of those like every morning, and it's like my daily dose of like caffeine. Like it's like energy boosting. Like it makes me my vitals like I just feel like it gets my pee hot. Basically,
What do you take?
those shots, the immune
The
shots.
yeah, those bad boys will wake you up
No, yeah.
first thing in the morning.
Boys,
No,
it's
but what you have
tough.
to eat though? I know you were cooking something.
Say that
Some
again?
pasta.
What'd you eat?
Oh, so I had some farmers market tortellini with chicken, and what was in the pasta or the tortellini was some zucchini and squash, and some organic grape tomatoes on the vine. There's just some new ones. They had a bunch of different colors. It's all cool. I was like, oh, nice.
Yeah, I kind of had something
Some
similar.
orange
to that.
and red and
Bro had 2 King Hawaiian rolls with peanut butter.
yeah, homie had two Hawaiian rolls with peanut butter. Some
A bag of
ramen.
Takis.
Hell no. So what I had was a 4-cheese ravioli with
Some pesto. yeah.
rusted pesto sauce.
Some dino
Um,
nuggets.
What do you say?
Some dino nuggets and some chocolate pudding.
Oh my god. So the rusted pesto sauce, some zucchini.
Zucchini.
No, it was squash. It was squash. Some squash.
Squash?
Garlic. I cooked it on the cast iron.
What you did?
4 on the vine tomatoes, and I put a lime in there. I cut a whole lime and I just let it, like, in a sense, bake in there, and I would squish it, and it was so good, bro.
I see a lot of people wearing shiesty masks.
I love it.
For him, he just killed someone. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy though, huh? Like all the social media, actually sometimes be talking about freeing certain people and like they kill people. Like, bro,
Somebody
Our-
posting their cousin, free him. And it's like you see the charges.
It's
And it's
like
like
4
domestic,
murder.
Degree, like
domestic
the first degree murder, fucking.
Yes. aggravated assault.
Yeah, definitely not.
Punch the officer. Yeah, bro, free him.
Like, no, bro, lock his ass up. He's gonna come after me next.
For real,
Who
though.
knows?
Tripping.
Do you have any last minute tips for you that you would give to anybody interested in pursuing a healthy lifestyle? I would just say a baseline, somewhere they could start.
Yeah, so generally, you definitely want to like assess your weight, assess your body composition, whether you're a man or a woman. There is an ideal body fat percentage and weight that your body will feel most comfortable with. Like you're gonna feel the best if you're like at least close to this certain weight. See if like what's comfortable for you when you felt the best, and just start by resistance training, bro. Like there's different types of training. Learning how to train and lift weights is going to be most beneficial just because you're going to be building more muscle rather than like playing sports or whatever. Like you can still do all those things, but to strictly live a healthier lifestyle, like the more muscle you have, it's going to be better. Like the leaner you are, not the more muscle if you want to be like super extreme about it. So once you kind of have all that in the bag, just throw yourself into it and start implementing it and seeing the progress over time, because you're just going to learn from your mistakes, just like literally every other aspect of life. It's the same thing with trying to incorporate a healthier, better lifestyle that's going to reward you in the long run, because this is the time to take advantage of the position that you're in, your age, everything. And
Technology, to be honest.
yeah,
That's a lot
exactly.
of-
Like
you have the resources.
exactly.
To figure out
There's
what
so
you
many
need.
more resources. Like it's just there for you.
Damn, bro,
Spill
just
some
spill the water.
Wow, bro.
It's there for you to get. So it's just a matter of doing it. But
Be a doer.
yeah.
Yeah. So getting your weight assessed and everything, I'm just kind of just building off this because I'm interested. But let's say I get I'm assessed I've assessed my weight. I'm just where I am. How would I just make sure to like be a little bit healthier? Like take one step, whether it's in my diet or in exercise. Like what do you think?
So Whole Foods are definitely just like diet wise, Whole Foods, and going shopping and really providing for yourself as much as you can is going to be your best friend. Like everybody's in a different situation, so things are tight, and you have to look for different options, but try to stick to that as true as possible. Eating real food, like literally just
And real food,
lean.
what does real food consist
Real
of?
food is what you would find on the outer side of the grocery store. If you don't go
In
between
most cases, I've never seen a grocery store otherwise, but might be some more of the produce that you know on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen many with produce on the inside. That'd just be weird. I feel like they're all on the outside. So take you a good look around the whole outside of the store. You're gonna see your fruits, your vegetables, frozen fruit and vegetables. Like frozen, there's nothing wrong with frozen produce. Like it's cheaper if stuff is tight. Like it just takes a little bit more prep. It's more convenient, lasts longer. Do that and stay on the outside, and you're gonna find your cheese. You're gonna find your milk, your lean meats.
Food pyramids, that's all right there.
Yeah. You just stay on the little outside, and you're just gonna see everything that you can implement in your day-to-day life. Nuts. I think nuts are on the inside. I'm not gonna lie.
Nuts
Might
are
have
on the
to-
inside.
You might have to look for some nuts.
For sure. Getting trail mix and things like that. That's
Walnuts.
walnuts.
Yeah, and
Almonds.
just follow the 80-20 rule is pretty good because
Great
it's,
rule to follow.
For sure.
it's you don't want to be like the food police and be restrictive and not eat something
So what's the
because it's
80-20
bad
rule?
for you. 80-20 rule in the aspect of diet would just be like if you can eat, if 80% of your diet can consist of whole foods, like each day, don't look at it overall. Like if you ate 80% of what you put in your mouth of whole foods, you could probably wean off a little bit with 20%. And probably not ideal to like set that straight goal, but that's a good way to think about it. It's like, I tried my best and I deserve something that, you fucking, that you like, it's sweet or whatever, your guilty
once in a
pleasure,
while.
your guilty pleasure, because, you're here, it's YOLO. Like, why am I gonna restrict myself from eating this ice cream? Like, no, like you still gotta do what you want because it's gonna make it more sustainable at the end
Just a
of the day.
little bit in moderation. There's always
Exactly.
moderation. You
It's-
can't have everything you want all the time because then you kind of get entitled and you just want to eat ice cream all the time.
Exactly.
But you can't sustain that.
The doses and the poisons in the dose just depends. If you abuse your limits, just with anything, like think about drugs, alcohol. If you abuse the limits, and you're gonna see some negative effects.
You're gonna wake up hungover as fuck. You're gonna green out. You're gonna there's
If you eat too much, bro, if you eat too much bad shit, you're gonna feel like shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Smell like shit.
Yeah.
Do you think that has any correlation? Eating too much and you smell like shit?
Yeah, bro, you got the meat sweats. You smell like meat. Like, come on, you drink a lot of
Bro.
beer, boy.
I mean,
You smell.
if you're
alcohol.
like morbidly obese, there's definitely places you can't reach on your body. Like
That's
you
the
really
hard
gotta
truth.
think
That's
about
the
that.
hard truth.
like your
You really
ass.
gotta think about that, bro. Like you just don't have. If you live alone and you're morbidly obese, you might not have the ability to wash your ass or like wash like the middle of your back because you're just physically not capable of doing that.
Impaired.
Wow.
I mean, I'm sure there's ways to get around it, like buy a wall scraper in your bathtub or whatever, right? But like, that's not the point, obviously.
Get all Billy to get Billy to scratch my back for me.
Hey, Billy, think you can shave my
Hey,
ass
get your ass
real
in here! Come wash my back.
God damn it! I've been waiting in the damn tub for 30 minutes.
Billy!
I thought you said you were done cooking your quesadillas. Speaking of that, I think our quesadillas are burnt, so we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I think our
Burnt.
quesadillas are ready.
Hey, Billy, the